Welcome back, everyone. Well, you know, there's an organization in our community that I got news for you. It's just such a unique, special organization. Actually, it's a national organization. It's Habitat for Humanity. And what makes this organization special is how they work with the community to help people get a home. Not a house, but to get a home. So every once in a while, we love to check in with a frequent guest here, Tammy DeCara, who is the president of the Habitat for Humanity, Saratoga, Warren, Washington County.
Correct.
Got it. And celebration time, we have a new executive director. Yay. So welcome, Jeff. This is Jeff Clark, who's, as of 2 weeks ago, is no longer playing with the birds?
I gave it up for a while.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. Inside joke for anybody over 55. All right. So Habitat for Humanity, unbelievable organization. The name is well known, but Tammy, why don't I start with you? Would you just give us a little background on what Habitat for Humanity is?
Well, we engage the community through volunteerism and donations to build homes for families in need. Typically, the family will be between 40 and 60% of the median income, which is between $38,000 and $42,000 a year for our region.
And you, this is an organization that's really dedicated to helping someone, and boy, is it ever far from a handout. I know because my wife is involved with Habitat for Humanity. You do a build a year, usually, right?
Yes, that's right.
And how does that go about? What's that process like?
Well, we rely entirely on the community, so we engage our volunteers and our professional groups to make donations of materials and to also assist us in funding so that we can accomplish our goal of just building this one home a year. It takes us basically the entire spring, summer, and fall to complete a home using the structure that we have in place.
And we're going to talk a bit about how you qualify, because they do have a project that they're looking for a family. So we'll give you some more background on that in a minute. Jeff, let me jump to you. Usually one house a year. And this year, 2015, 2 houses.
Yeah, see, I'm doing a great job already.
2 weeks in and 2 houses. Is there a pattern going on here?
Yeah, the math is that if we do 2 houses this year and then 3 houses the year after, and then 4 and 5 and 6, it adds up to about 20 houses in 5 years.
Oh my God.
So that's kind of where we're hoping to go.
All right, we'll go back to the first base here. 2 houses this year, both in Saratoga, right?
South Glens Falls in Saratoga County.
Yes.
And also on Division Street, right here
downtown
in the city.
Yeah.
It was donated from the city, and Tammy gets all the credit for that one. I wasn't here, you know.
Yeah,
So.
got you. Well, now, Tammy, 2 houses this year.
Yes.
First time, right?
Yes.
That I know about.
It's a really exciting time for us.
Yes, I bet.
Yeah, we're really focused on growing, and Jeff is such a big part of helping us accomplish our goals. We really want to be of better service to the community, so we're starting out with doubling our production and doing 2 houses this year.
Great.
And we're really excited about it.
You sure are. All right, I want to talk about that. Jeff, by the way, we're joking that he's only been here for a couple of weeks. Almost a decade worth of volunteerism and work with Habitat for Humanity in different markets, right? So you bring a wealth of information to this position coming into Saratoga, Warren, and Washington County, so welcome.
It's a great group.
Now, I mentioned that this is far from a handout. The families have to go through a qualifying process. Jeff, why don't I hit you with this? What are some of the basics here that someone who might be interested in knowing if they qualify, what do they have to do?
Okay, 2 critical pieces. One is the willingness to partner with us. They have to do sweat equity.
Yes.
In this affiliate, it's 500 hours of sweat equity, at least 150, I think, on site at the house. Family and friends can contribute, half of that amount. So, we want the family to be involved. We want, their friends to help support them and understand this process. And then the other thing is ability to pay, because we become the bank.
That's right.
They're going to pay us for the next 25 or 30 years. So it's important because that money then goes to help us work forward. So it's important that they succeed. And that's a big factor for Habitat worldwide, is helping people succeed in this process.
I want to cycle back just quickly on the whole idea. I just mentioned my wife was involved with Habitat, and I saw the process. the families have to qualify. They have to show that the willingness for sweat equity. They have to show the ability to pay, and because you essentially take the responsibility of the mortgage for this place. So they've got, this isn't, like I said, oh, here's the keys, have a good time.
Right.
You know, you've got to get in there and work for it. I think that's something. Now, the home on Baker Avenue in South Glens Falls is taken.
Yes.
Yes, there's a family for
However,
that.
the Division Street one is not.
That's right. We are currently looking for a Saratoga Springs residence
Yes.
to fill that community piece of
The
creating that
obligation of-
home.
yeah, sure.
Yes. The 195 Division Street build is in partnership with the City of Saratoga Springs and the Saratoga Builders Association and Rebuilding Together Saratoga County.
Right.
So we really want to find a local family to really help in that particular community.
Right, and I think I mentioned before we went on air with an eye on a veteran.
If we can.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah, and I understand that, and Mayor Yepsen here in Saratoga Springs is very involved with veterans issues, and we cover a lot of that here on Look. And there's so many deserving veterans. There's so many deserving people, but in veterans in particular.
Yeah, that would be a home run.
So if somebody wants to qualify for it, what would they do? How would they contact you?
They would go to our website, first of all,
Okay.
www.glensfallshabitat.org,
Okay, got it.
and there's a form,
Applications.
a way they can approach us and start the process. And there's a family selection committee
Right.
that goes through things and says, okay, does it look like they might qualify? The other important critical piece is need. If somebody is living in a place that has poor insulation, there's a lot of deplorable conditions and a lot of landlords who don't necessarily care about keeping things up. That's a big factor because we want to get people out of that sort of situation and into decent housing.
Well, you know what? I think it's pretty apparent here that to break the cycle of, or just a sense that you're trapped in one strata of living, here's an opportunity, if you can prove yourself and you're willing to do the work, to be able to get a place that's not just an apartment or a house, but a place that's a home. We're going to have you back again, of course, as we get closer to September, because a big fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity is the Showcase of Homes in September. It's always a big deal, and we look forward to having you back again. So Jeff, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the team. Great to see you again.
You too, Jesse. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.